Thomas Quinn asked about the mobile editing experience for the Insta360 Go Ultra, so I wanted to show you that, and this is why I say people should ask questions in the comments, like post a comment down there, because it gives me content that I can make to help more people, and we're going to go ahead and connect the camera right here. And I typically only edit on my computer, so this was something that I would probably have never even made much content about, but since Thomas specifically asked, it's a really easy thing to do. So I'm doing all of this straight from the wireless connection to the phone. If you want to, you could put this into a card reader and then you can like transfer the files and go from there, but that's not what I'm trying to do right now. We're gonna go ahead and brighten my screen all the way up for us, okay? And then here's where we are. So if I tap this footage, you can see this clip. I've got a couple of options right here. I can trim it, I can do a snapshot, I could do highlights, I could do tags, favorites, and so on. So pretty simple little choices here, nothing major. And then if I go to the editor, then I can do a lot more actually. Insta360 gives us a lot of options here. So you notice I have the clip. I can zoom in and zoom out if I want to. I can add more clips. So I'm going to go ahead and add these other clips really quickly, just so you can kind of see how this whole process works. Now, I might not want this entire clip. So if I wanted to trim it, it's really easy to just tap this little section and trim this down. But I actually do want that to go the full length because it's going to like come up and then cut over to this part where I'm putting the light on. All right. So if I wanted to do a transition for this, I could do like, let's say a vertical split here. And let's just test that out really quickly. We'll go ahead and put like a 1 second transition on that. And then you can see how this is going to go. Whoa, that was interesting. Nope, I don't really like that one. So maybe let's do a special effect. Let's do like a 3D zoom. Ooh, all right, that's fun. So we're coming up to the light. And as it comes up, it's going to go ahead and show you that back section. And then I'm going to have it rotate over like this. Cool beans, the light turns on. And then it's going to turn the other one on. Now, I didn't really need that time there, but we'll leave it for, well, I'll just show you. So if I wanted to clear this out just a little bit, oh, nope, don't want to do that. I'll zoom in and then we'll say like right after I turn that one on, I know there's a little bit of a pause, so I can split this right here. And then I can drag this over until I know that I'm getting the next thing that I want. So let's say it's down there because I was sliding something over and then I pressed the button again. So we'll go like right there, right? So now we do this transition and then the light goes on and the light goes on. And then I'm going to transition over to this one. So I'm going to have this go ahead and square split. Let's go with special effects. Let's zoom up. Let's see if there's a zoom up option. Maybe a burnout. That could be fine. All right, let's go ahead and do that. So we'll do like a little burnout transition. Check this right here. That guy's going to go, boom. Wait, that didn't even... Oh, okay, fine, whatever. And then that light turns on, we switch it over, we turn that light on, and then it's cutting to me. So I don't need any of this. We'll go ahead and slide this over really quickly to there. And then we'll do another transition right here. And I'll go with the square split. And we'll go ahead and pull this up to like a 1 second transition. So now we go from here to there, boom, and then I'm talking. And that's pretty easy to do. Like you can see everything that I just did. I really don't need the rest of that. So we could speed this up if I wanted to. I could do the entire clip. We could make it like 4x. And now that's going to go super fast through that little section right there. Now it's a 5 second thing where I'm just like, boom, we rotate over and I'm speed talking to you guys, whatever it is. There are plenty of other effects that we could do. We could transform this if we wanted to. We could zoom in, you know, mirror fit, all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of editing that we could do. I guess I could throw stats on here. Whoa, that's a lot of different stats I could throw on there. I'm not going to link that account right now. And let's see, we could throw filters on there. They've got tons of different like looks that we could do if we wanted to. Oh, that's interesting. Tilt shift. Let's see what that does to me. So if we go vroom, and then now you've kind of got like that look going on. And then if you want to, you can export to whatever you want. So 16 by 9, 9 by 16, 1 by 1, 23, whatever. And then you just hit export and you can change all of your settings here based on what you filmed at. So because I was at 4K 30, I can't change the 4K right there. But I can do everything else. So I can make it 4K 30, I can change the bit rate, and then I export to the phone, and that's it. And then I've got it. So actually, let's go ahead and do that really quickly. We'll say export to phone, and let's see how long this takes. Well, this was super, super short, but you can see how fast it's going. This is all by Wi-Fi really quickly. So it is definitely something that I think you could do comfortably if you want to as far as the app is concerned. And that's pretty much it. Let me know if you have any questions. You can put a card reader in here. You can connect it. You just have to go through the files option for your phone. And then you can access those through your app. So if I go back here, actually, I can show you really quickly. If you go to the album, or let's go to edit, and then all of my drafts are right here. This is just tons of other footage that I've done or edited. So you can go back through there. If I want to, if I'm doing like a new edit, We can go here and then create a video, and then it's giving me that option, or I can download, or I can go to my albums, which is going to give me access to like all of my other stuff. So those are the kinds of things that we can do if we want to. All right, let me know if you have any questions again, and I'm going to make my video on this right here if you're interested in seeing some audio options for the X5 and my thoughts on that. All right, so remember that you're going to sink or swim. Let's rise with the tide, and I'll see you on the flip side.